This is the first of 2 short videos created by the Law Library at the University of Tasmania to help you use our library resources to find case law. In this video, we will look at what is case law, what information can be found in a case, and what is a case citation. Case law, along with legislation, is a primary source of law in Australia. The role of the courts is to interpret legislation and to apply the doctrine of precedent. The doctrine of precedent means that a court must follow the decision reached by a higher court when the facts are similar. Each case is a record of a judge's decision and reasons for their decision. These decisions read together constitute a body of legal principles known as common law or case law. When we're considering a legal dispute, case law helps us to understand the relevant legal principles and how a court will weigh the legal issues. Often the information contained in a case is the same. So we're going to show you an example of a case from the High Court of Australia. Typically, the following information can be found in a case: the name of the court, here the High Court of Australia, the name of the parties to the legal dispute, here Atwells and Another and Jackson Laylock Lawyers Proprietary Limited. We have a date of hearing on the other side, here in 2016. The medium neutral citation applied by the court. The catchwords, which have been created by the judge or judge's associate, indicate what's in the case. And then we have the name of the judge or judges to the case. At the end, you'll typically find who the legal representation is as well. In the body of the case, you'll find often a statement of the facts, the issues to be decided, a discussion of relevant legal principles, the judgment or conclusion reached, and any orders that are made. So a case reference, which is commonly referred to as a case citation, abbreviates the key information relating to the case and its publication details. Understanding the parts of a case citation will help you to locate the case. How a case citation is put together is determined by the AGLC 3 guide. We're going to start with looking at 3 examples of citations of our case. Here we have the case citation created by the court. It starts with the party names, Atwells and Jackson Laylock Lawyers, which are italicized. We then have the year, the abbreviation for the court, and a number allocated by the court. This case citation was created by the court and was referred to as a medium neutral citation. In some cases, publishers will pick up cases and publish them in law report series. If you are referencing a case from a law report series, you'll see that it also starts with the party names, Atwells and Jackson Laylock Lawyers. We then have the year of the decision, the volume number and abbreviated name of the law report series, here the Commonwealth Law Reports, and the page number where the case begins. The main difference between a judgment using a medium neutral citation style and a traditional citation is that the reported judgments have an abbreviation for a publication, while a medium neutral citation will have an abbreviation for a court. Here is another citation from another law report series that has picked up our case. You will notice that the first citation from the Commonwealth Law Reports has round brackets, and the citation we have here has square brackets. Round brackets indicate that the law report series is structured by the volume number, and the date is given for a reference. Square brackets indicate that the year is the primary identifier of the volume within the series. So in this case, we have an annually produced law report series, and this is the 2016 volume. It's important to remember that when you have multiple citations for the same case, that you don't use them all. In the second video, we'll explain how to select the most appropriate citation for your assignments or when you're going to court. When citing cases verbally, whether in a moot or in court, some elements of a case citation need to be pronounced differently than they appear in written form. Guidelines for pronunciation are also included in the AGLC3 guide. Firstly, you do not pronounce the V between the party names. You use against for criminal matters or and for civil cases. Instead of pronouncing the R in criminal matters, you use the Queen or the Crown. Let's have a look at some examples. So for our case, in court you would say Atwells and Jackson Lalick Lawyers Proprietary Limited, reported in 2016 at volume 259 of the Commonwealth Law Reports at page 1. If you're referring to this case multiple times, after the first time of giving the full citation, subsequently you can say Atwells and Jackson Lalick Lawyers Proprietary Limited. Next we have a criminal case. Here you would pronounce it as the Queen against Stubbs, reported in 2009 at volume 228 of the Federal Law Reports at page 221. There may be other ways that the party names appear in citations. For example, the AGLC3 guide says that you pronounce re as in the matter of. So for example, here you might say in the matter of Kelvin in 2017, in the full court of the Family Court of Australia at 258. Now I'm going to show you where to find the AGLC3 guide so that you can correctly cite and pronounce cases. So from the University of Tasmania homepage, you can go to the library page. And here you see in the banner, subject guides. These guides include guides on law. And here you have a guide to AGLC3 referencing. If you want to find a copy of the Australian Guide to Legal Citation, so AGLC3, you just click on this link and it will give you an electronic version of the guide. You may also want to come into the library and borrow a print version of the guide or purchase your own. So what have we covered? We've looked at what is case law. We understand that it is a primary source of law in Australia. We've looked at how to reference a case and interpret a case citation, and how to pronounce that case citation when we're appearing in court or whether we're in class. In the next video, we'll cover how to find Australian and international cases and how to check whether those cases that we have found are still good law. If you have any questions about this video or needing help in general, feel free to contact the library. We're located at Sandy Bay campus, so you can always come in if you're in the neighbourhood, or you can call us on the number or email at the email address provided in the slide. We hope that this is helpful to you, and thank you for your time.